Okay, we're going. Alright, so you wanted to see the beard. Here's the beard. Maybe. I don't know. I don't even think out of there. Anyway. Okay. This is your lesson in linear equations. This is what a linear equation looks like. Y equals mx plus b. Okay. Y is y, x is x. A linear equation tells you a relationship between x and y. Can we see that? Yeah, sweet. Okay. So x can be any number, y can be any number. Your equation just tells you what the relationship is. So in other words, if you have the equation y equals 2x plus 1, x is what we call your input, y is your output, and it just means that whatever number x is, you're multiplying it by 2 and adding 1, and that gives you your y. So for example, if x was 0, y would be 1. If x was 1, y would be 3. If x was 2, y would be 5. If x was negative 1, y would be negative 1, right? Yeah, sorry. Negative 2, we would have negative 3, etc. Okay, so, and the reason this is called a linear equation is because if we were to plot these points on a graph, 0, 1 would be here. 1, 3 would be up here. 2, 5 would be up here, etc. Negative 1, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. When you graph them, it'd be in a straight line. It goes up the same amount each time. So it's called a linear equation. Okay. And in a linear equation, the coefficient of x, whatever number is in front of x here, is called your slope, which is just the slope of this line. Slope, the way we remember slope, is called rise over run. That's how you find a slope. In other words, if I pick 2 points on this line, I count how far up or down it is from one point to the other. In this case, I would go up 2 from this point to this point, up 2, and right 1. So my rise would be 2, my run, or left and right, would be 1. So this line has a slope of 2 over 1, or 2. Okay. This is called your y-intercept. It just means where it crosses the y-axis, which is your vertical axis, x-axis being the horizontal axis. So this number just tells where your line is going to cross the y-axis. So in this case it crosses at 1, as we can see the point 0, 1. Any point with an x value of 0 is going to be a y-intercept. So 0, 1, that's where it crosses. Got it? Okay, good. I can go as fast as I want because you can always pause and rewind and go over it again, so whatever. Alright. So, let's practice that a little bit. Alright, so this number was your slope. This was your y-intercept. Okay, so if we take the equation y equals negative 1/3 x minus 4. Okay, and we wanted to graph this equation. This number is our y-intercept. That's what we get when x equals 0. So it's actually the point 0, negative 4. So if we want a graph of this thing, we would just start with this and go down 4 places. 0, negative 4. Then we go to our slope. It's a slope of negative 1/3. So negative, it's rise over run. So rise means up and down. Negative means I'm going to go down. So I'm going to start at this point, go down 1 to right here. And then positive 3 would mean I go over 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. I put a point there, and I just connect those dots. That's the graph of my equation. So any point I pick on this line would represent an x and a y coordinate. This point would be 0, negative 4. This point would be 3, negative 5. Okay. So any point that I pick on this line will be an x and y coordinate, which will be true for this equation. So, and you can find true values by making an x-y chart. True points, so you can plug in anything you want for x. If x was 3, then negative 1/3 times 3 would be negative 1, minus 4 would be negative 5. And as you can see, that's the point here. 3, negative 5. So, Okay, that's how we graph a linear equation. Okay. And the last thing with linear equations, well, okay, we'll do a couple more things, but we'll pause here.